Okay guys, I'm just going to remind you how to add decimals. Okay, so let's imagine we've got something like 1.34 and we want to add 3.62. Now, what is it that makes that more straightforward? Actually, they're quite straightforward because they've got the same number of decimal places. What's the most important thing when we're adding decimals is that we line it up correctly. And in this case, that's kind of quite straightforward for us because, as I say, they've got the same number of decimal places. So in which case, I'm just going to add it as I would like a normal addition sum, keeping my lining up my decimal points here, making sure. Okay, and then I always remember to look at my answer and say, is that sensible? So if I have 1.34 add 3.62, the answer is 4.96, which is near 5. So if I had 1 and a bit and 3 and a bit, is it going to give me an answer that's near 5? Yeah, so I know that's sensible. Obviously, if I have an answer like 49 point something, I should be having those little alarm bells going off in my head and thinking I've made a mistake, but that sounds sensible to me. Okay, a bit more tricky if I maybe have an example like this. I've got different numbers of decimal places. That means how many digits I have after the decimal point. 2 here and 1 here. So I can't think, right, well, I'm just going to line up my numbers as I'm used to, because what's not matching up? My decimal points. So definitely not like that. It's my decimal points that must match up. So 5.24 add 1.9. I have a bit of a space here. I can put in a 0, a place holding 0, just to make it sort of level it all off a bit. And again, just add as I normally would. 11, just put in my 1, carry my 1. Not going to carry it underneath the decimal point, I'm going to carry it over here, under my 1s. And 7. Okay, so 5.24 add 1.90 is 7.14 again. So say, does that sound sensible? If I've got 5 and a bit and I'm adding 1.9, actually 1.9 is really close to 2. So if I've got 5 and a bit and I'm adding something that's near 2, my answer's going to need to be near 7. So I know, hopefully I'm right. If I had an answer something like, again, 71 or 0.07, I know that actually I've gone somewhere wrong with my decimal, with my place value. So always be thinking, does that sound sensible?